edition of the Be Civil podcast. My name's Matt Sutherland. I'm your host, and this is my guest, Noah Matz, good friend of mine. Man, this guy right here just has such an amazing energy. Let me tell you, actually, and you know this, but I just want to tell you that I really appreciate your energy as a human being, not only as my client. You are one of my daymaker clients that come in, and you just like brighten my day, and I really appreciate that, brother.
Thank you, brother.
All the time.
I appreciate it.
We always have great conversation, mind expanding conversation. We always have awesome, positive interaction, and I appreciate you, brother, very deeply.
Thank you, bro.
So you're telling me that you're going to get hypnotized soon?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'm going to a quantum healing session. It's based upon Dolores Cannon's process of hypnotism. So I'll go into a trance, do past life regression, and there will be a portion for healing any ailments or pains or diseases that I may have. I've heard about this for a few years. Apparently Dolores has healed a lot of people with ailments, and you get answers from your higher self or subconscious based upon what's going on in your life. Like, what is my highest purpose here? What should I be doing on planet Earth to best fulfill what I need to do as per, my highest self, source, God. What relationships should I have in my life? What's actually benefiting me? Should I stay in this career? So I just want to connect at a deeper level. And I had a buddy that stimulated me going to do this. He recently had this the other day. He had this hypnotism session, and he said it was like the best experience. He did connect with his highest self. He felt this like profound, like huge energy, and he talked about previous lives where he was a warrior and a protector, and he got a lot of clarity. So I thought it'd be good to like connect at a higher level like that.
Definitely. I really love that. I really love the idea that, and not only the idea, but what I believe is the reality that we can connect with our inner selves and our, what you say, our higher selves, our source, God, whatever you call that. Everyone has a different word or idea of it, but it's really interesting to me how, a hypnotist, to me, is someone that I feel like it might be differently, but what comes to my mind when I think of a hypnotist is someone that like you kind of like surrender control over to, and then they kind of like are a guide of sorts, and they can help you navigate through your mind and your psyche, like the higher form of your mind, which is your psyche, and they can tap into some parts that you have access to, but they need to kind of open up. They help you open up to those parts of your mind that you have access to, but it's hard for us to normally get there. They know how to do it.
I think 80% of your mind or brain is subconscious. You don't have access to it. There are a lot of decisions you make every day that's from information in your subconscious that you're not privy to. So it would make sense that you would want to tap into that, see what's there, to be a more healthy, whole human being.
Definitely. I honestly, personally, I can't really wrap my mind around doing this for myself, but I could see why someone would want to go this route. I just feel like for me personally, like letting someone into that part of my mind, I just feel like it just requires a great deal of like vulnerability and trust. And I
Yeah.
just, I feel like I'm not really
So
comfortable with someone
you,
like giving someone access to that part of me.
as long as you have a high enough awareness, you'll still be conscious enough to see and feel what's going on. Most
Yeah.
people now, that these practitioners have said, the awareness is at a high enough level for most humans that they're aware enough to see and feel and consciously know what's going on, even in a deep trance.
Uh-huh.
As long as you find a practitioner that energetically you align with and you can feel their energy is good, I think you're going to have a good session and you can trust them. And honestly, everything happens for a reason. If you somehow get connected with a practitioner and everything falls into place, it was meant to happen.
Right. So tell me what led you to want to do this for yourself.
I think with I feel like there's a raising of energy on the planet. I think we're coming into a time where it's more spiritual in nature. You can see that from business, spiritual products, and spiritual human beings are doing really well right now. And people are gravitating towards that. I want to connect with the depth of my own being in a more full way, so that I can walk through my normal daily conscious life and make the best decisions possible. It's almost like you're getting therapy from yourself, the highest version of yourself.
Ooh, wow.
Why go to another therapist that doesn't know you fully? Go talk to your own higher self, your own full subconscious. Get directions directly from the source, and that's kind of, I think, everything. The path was laid out for me to follow that path. Like, everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I love the idea of, like you said, what better therapist is there than, like, your higher self, the inner you that knows every part of you,
Yeah.
that knows everything that you've gone through, and also can tell you where you've been.
Yeah.
If you believe in, or some people, they may not believe in previous lives, but maybe they have a different idea of that once they're finished.
Yeah.
I believe that it's very possible that, we've had other lives. I believe that once we pass, then our energy and our spirit is just like out there.
Yeah.
It's absorbed into uh, places and people's memories for what they remember us as, little parts of us, who we were. It goes down to our children, it goes down to people that love us. They have a memory, or they have a piece of your essence. You left your essence with them in some type of way, and I think all of that is, like, collectively you.
Sure.
So, like, but there had to be, something else before you.
Yeah.
That still, that is kind of like continuing.
Well, there's a non-physical area. There's like an astral area. There's an etheric area where souls can hang out while they're not in the physical. And it's my opinion that we're merely a spirit, and that this body is just a suit that we use to experience this physical reality. But many spirits have experienced thousands of lives, if not more. This is the play of spirit. And there's obviously one God, and we're all on a journey back to source. through developing our own consciousness and opening up fully to being pure awareness.
When you say there's only one God, what does that mean to you?
Source, the creator of everything,
Okay.
the infinite energy that animates and manifests everything that is witnessed, seen, observed. It's pure consciousness, pure awareness.
Wow. I love that. I love that answer that you give me. Like, I see it very similarly, almost, I would say, description-wise, identically, but, we might have different experiences with that, but I think we mean the same thing, and I think we have, like, the same understanding when it comes to that. So, like, how did you become very, like, spiritual? How did that come into play for you? Like, at what point in your life? Like, tell me about that.
I think I'm a soul that has been through a lot and is in awareness is heightened. I came into this body and I've always been very inner. I had a lot of inner peace, inner silence. I've always been energetically like I sense people's energy very easily. In college, I basically read about how the world operates, and there was a period of where I was depressed a little bit because you see how in some ways the world is a little negative and there's a bit of evil out there. I found a way to deal with it in meditation, and I jumped full force into meditation, and I found that the mind is causes a lot of issues if you believe every thought that comes up, especially if they're dark thoughts. And then through the process of Advaita, which is to basically look at your own mind and find out what it is. It's a bundle of thoughts. The core thought is the I thought. And once you deal with that, you have a quiet, you're fully present, you're fully aware, you're pure awareness. You don't have the mind to deal with anymore. It's kind of like what Buddha was talking about, or Krishna consciousness, or Jesus. They're in pure awareness state. What is the source? It's pure awareness. It's pure consciousness. So to be that full presence, you have to get rid of a mind where you're constantly dividing yourself out between little thoughts that you're believing in or emotions or things. And when you're fully present, you're much more peaceful. You're happy. You're content because there's nothing disturbing you. There's no mind disturbing you. And your sensitivity things heightens tremendously. Your intuition grows tremendously. Your presence impacts other people greatly because you're so centered, and that centeredness impacts them. So then they start coming into that centeredness. They have great intuition. Conversation is great. They have peace. They have happiness. And so it's like Ramana Maharshi. He was a great saint in the 50s. He was on Time magazine. Hundreds of thousands of people would come to see him, and their mind would completely disappear in the presence of him because his mind was pure silence. He didn't have a mind. And then there's been Advaita teachers that worked with him that also became enlightened. Papaji and Muji, they're all on YouTube. You can feel their energy and you can see and hear their message. If you want peace and happiness, you have to deal with the mind first, and that's what Buddha talked about. Mm-hmm. And then you become fully one with your reality. You're one. The mind is not. It's not there to create division. The mind is division because everyone's got an I. Everyone thinks I am unique and individual. You're not unique and individual. The source is everything, and you are one with the source. So you're even better than being an individual. You're one with everything.
I forget where it was that I heard this from, but it was saying that what was said is that none of us are really special. You can't, because like if I say that you're special, then I say, okay, then that means you're better than someone else.
Yeah.
So special, the way that we use it, say, oh my gosh, you are so special of a person. That doesn't really exist. It's more like, you are, it's better to say like you're unique, or you are wonderful. You are, instead of say you're special, because to be special is to put judgment in place. So I feel like that is kind of an interesting thing to think about.
If everyone realized they were all one, there would be no murders, there would be no division, there would be no racism.
Yeah.
There would be only happiness and contentness, and everyone would just be partying and having fun, and there'd be laughter. We're all one.
I firmly believe that, my brother. I firmly believe that. And I think that is where the world is headed. I think we're headed in a world that
it's a spiritual awakening.
Yeah, more people are beginning to understand it. They're beginning to awaken, like you said. And it's exciting, man, because we see more and more progression in the midst of, all the negative in the world that is put out there in front of us. That's to say, oh, this is happening in the world. This is happening in the world. I feel like, we also need to like showcase the positive even more. And I feel like we're seeing it a lot, honestly. I feel like we're seeing it a lot through social media. We're seeing just positive things. People love to put out, oh, look what this person did, or look what this person experienced. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could be, oh my gosh, this person, they propose to their fiance and, or their girlfriend. Now they're engaged and they're going to get married. It's something beautiful, just to show like the world something positive. A baby was just born, or like, this person is, doing this and that for.
It's like it's easier to share the depth of spirit that's opening. It's like everyone's heart is opening right now, and the depth of everyone's spirit is deepening. And now it's easily shared. We're sharing right now. The energy of us can go all around the world now, and that can impact many other human beings, and everyone's flowering constantly.
Exactly. And that's why I believe social media is so powerful, because we can influence the rest of the world. We can show the entire world something positive, and we can learn from each other now. And that is such a positive thing. It's such an amazing thing and a powerful thing. So, man, it's an exciting time that we're living in.
Yeah. Meditation and inner silence will literally heal every problem or issue that you have.
So what are you expecting? Is there anything that you're expecting in particular from the hypnotism? Like, is there like a result that you want to see?
No, I've been told to have no expectations.
Ooh, yeah.
And to come in a blank state. I'm going to be as meditative as possible, just an empty blank slate, and just let whatever happens happen. I just want to connect with the deepest depth of my own soul, and I'm sure that will be something that happens. I look forward to it. I'm excited.
That's awesome. I'm excited, and I would love to do like a follow-up
for sure,
episode
brother.
with you,
for sure,
and just to hear from you how it went, and witness the results, because I know that they're going to be powerful, and I know that you're going to benefit greatly from it. I can feel it.
Thank you, brother.
Well, thank you, brother, so much for being on the show.
Absolutely, brother.
I've been wanting you to be on the show since I started it, and I'm glad we finally did it. And then we have the follow-up to look forward to, so I'm super excited about that. I want to ask everyone out there to remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and always keep in mind to be civil. Go out into the world, be a positive human being, help someone, whoever it is around you, a family member, a friend, a stranger. Get out there, do something positive, be civil. Thank you, everyone.